my goodness, what happened to me?
So can you
Oh, what is that? Yes, Trish, Shana, recording on, right? Okay. So here, remember, when you go to your second story, what we want to see here is
So how you hidden the grid line?
just select the grid line, then right click lah. Right click, then I use the, not gonna undo it. It's actually similar as we do the bulb lah. See, we are turning on the bulb, my grid line is there. I never use VG. You see this? Unhide category. Now it should be back. Now what I do is I select one, then I right click. I go to hide in view. I never go to this. Because if I go to this, only this one is hidden. If I go to this, obviously they're similar. It's just that this one, if we say element, only this one is hidden. But I want all my grid, so it's a category. Okay? So category, now all gone now. All this, no need to follow me exactly. As I say, you need to understand that you use your own way. But again, as I say, you work with a group of people, how your friend or the system work in that company, then you just follow. Okay. So here now, I can't see because of my view range. So I'm gonna set this at least 2650. So here, I should set higher, maybe 28. Apply. Now is out. See now. Then all this is there. So lighting plan, edit, uncheck my mechanical, apply, okay, apply, okay. See, it's very clean. Okay. Okay, see all this, just play with your view. Yeah. Now, two things we need to load. Of course, in Singapore here, where something called junction box. All right, junction box, actually you need to load from electrical fixture. All right, see junction box. You know a junction box, right?
So
So here, the lighting, we need what? To have your distribution board and your switch. Because here library in your plan by right, you set to detail or fire. Now I can't see my door lah because the cut is too high ma, the cut plane. So if the cut plane falls lower, you will able to see. All right, yeah. Unless I was thinking, if I lazy to change this, one, that's was 1.5, right? I put 2.8. I should be still able to see everything. No need to set a cut. I can still able to see the door. Just now when I set my cut plane, my door disappeared. So you know what I do? I just change the top. Just now was 2.3. So sometimes you want to maintain this because floor plan, you should see the door opening. Okay, must always think of way to adjust your view. Make sure it's clear to you and visible to other people. Shana, is it clear to you now? One of your PCs just off the volume because of the echo, their link. That's why you can see there's a Chinese called Hui Ying, means the echo. Oh, so just need to play with the view range will do. Set 1.2, 1.5 is still all right. It's the top. Adjust it above your 2.6. You'll be able to see. Because we need to enable the switch assignment and your distribution board. All right, ready? If okay, I will set my view to cost. Then, it's already cost, huh? So go to your electrical equipment where you need to download your distribution panel. They call it here lighting and appliances panel. In real world practice, these are connected together. That means your power and lighting are joined. But for software computation is split. They can't combine together. All right. This is, I think, the setback for that. Huh? So what we need to use, which is not loaded here, because all this panel, MLO, see, dry type transformer is not suitable for this. The one we need, you got to load from the family, which is you go to electrical, MEP, it's called electric power. Then you go to distribution, show them in detail. We need to read by the name. Now, the one we need to download is MCB and it's surface mounted. All right. All this is not surface mount, it's in the wall. Singapore, we don't cut this in the wall. US, sometimes they can because their wall is wood. Yeah, so they can do that. They can conceal inside the partition wall. Ours, we cannot. So we just mounted outside. Then we use those door as a riser. You close it. I believe we use the lab in BCA, you know, right? The wall. Actually, they are those cardboard, yeah. Then with a door, close it. Now here I need to download two. One is for our power, one is for our lighting. So our lighting is using this one, 480 surface MCB. So press Control key, select another one, which is the 208 MCB surface. So these are the two that you need to select. For modeling, you no need to care much on the detail. When the actual production of this detail, you might need to use is AutoCAD electrical to do up the circuitry board and the design. Okay.
So
For
it's in
modeling,
Singapore, right?
sorry.
This one is under Singapore, right?
Yeah, I'm still selecting under Singapore. Correct. Can find, right?
Yes, sir. Can, sir.
It should be here. Autodesk, Revit 20, Library, Singapore, Electrical, MEP, Electric Power Distribution. Yeah. Oh, so select these two. If okay, just open. So open, these two component will be loaded. Then make sure you choose the correct one to place here, which is which one? The 480, not the 208, is 480 100 ampere. Okay. because I don't think this room you need until 125 or even 400, because this guy means a bigger distribution panel also. So let's select 100. Then you place somewhere here. Why I place here? Because this room is your electrical room. Means all your console, your DB boards are there. Of course, when I say all, means not all floor lah. Wherever that belongs to this portion, no. Because here the room, I don't know where is the electrical room. Seriously, could be individual inside. But meantime, for this particular one, we put it somewhere here. All right, maybe closer to here, nearer. Select it, modify. Now here, when I insert, you will notice that the height is 1.2, quite low. I think you can set higher, 1.5. Okay. Then you scroll down. See, the height is still quite low because the 1.5 is based on the top highest. All right. This height is actually measured from the bottom one. So how big is this? Does it show or not? The size? It doesn't show, right? This library is random. They never show the actual size. So ideally, if you can, next time customize this to have a width and height. So at least when you have an actual calculation, instead of like this guy 965.2, scary, man. That's why I say this given library are simple. They don't really customize to suit local. So you guys from time to time may need to modify all this what do you call it, the library itself. Okay. Huh? So now I don't care lah, as long as this is there and the component we want, which is here, surface mount, one thing. This is enclosure type 1. I might not know what is the type 4, would be the use in the electrical industry. They have type 1, type 2, type 3, like Aki. They have type 1 door, type 2 door, type 3 door. It should be something similar. Okay. Then the panel name. Now this is your lights fitting. So light is LP. That means my lighting panel -219. Okay, we try to have a label there because to tell the system that this belongs to library, the room lah, which is 219. So next, we can't have a fixed number of pole, which is currently they give 12. I will set it to 20 in case any expansion, we need that. All right. Always, all these electrical panel, they will have cater ample space for future expansion. Okay, so initially was 12, we put that 20. And you notice that the distribution system is 480 by 277, which is our light here is 277. If you accidentally change this to 120, you'll see later you cannot connect. Very tricky. Okay, so all this information you got to be super duper careful. If you can't connect, means you check the voltage, all right, of the panel that you insert or the lighting fixture that you insert. Make sure the volt must inline, same. Questions?
No, sir.
No, sir.
Okay, good. After that, let's do a tagging. How to get a tag for this? You go to annotate. Under the tag panel, you look for this one, say tag by category or TG in short. Once you select this command, adjust the leader here under option bar. Free ends. Free end will give you the easy way to arrange or adjust the tagging. So pick a point, drag maybe to this side, like that. So whether is it a must to have an arrow or dot, that's up to you. Because I find that if you add a leader here, it looks pretty ugly. Not say ugly lah, it's too big a size. See, now currently it's none. If you set it to arrow of any size here, you notice that it's super big, which is I never like. See, and ugly. See now. So sometimes it's good to don't show, but again depends on the requirement. All right. So look like this, clear, all right? Correct. Questions? All these are very simple. Huh? Electrical, I think, is the most easy one. Yeah, it's the most easiest. I think you can do it finish by today, right? If not, then there's a mix of the, yeah. Next week is second week of June. You might have homework. So Chenor, you must get your PC up ASAP. Your software especially. Okay, so we add this ready. Now, how many switch can I add? You ask yourself, since it's a library, how you going to manage the light? For instance, assuming that this is the main entrance, that means let's assume my counter is here. When I say counter means the borrowing station. Like you know that in school BCA, they are somewhere near the entrance, right? So when you need anything, you ask the admin personnel there. So if let's say this area is the admin area, so I prefer to have one switch control this row. As for library, you don't expect one switch control every single one. Why? Because library can shut down by section. So it depends on how they classify. Maybe this is section A, this is section B, this is section C. So when I have a switch, I turn off. This one will go off. So you can say admin section 1, section 2, section 3. That means I need only 4 switch to manage that. Then all this power, all this light connect to somewhere, right? It should be a junction box. Correct? Because you know nowadays all these light are connected by parallel, not serial. Not serial, it's parallel. Is parallel going to connect to here? Normally it's a bit tedious. So they must have a junction box somewhere. So one switch, you trigger this 6 to open. So if you need that junction box, please go and get the junction box from here. All right, electrical fixture. Okay, take note that, but I can see junction box is belongs to electrical fixture. For lighting, how to use junction box, because it belongs to power. Electrical fixture means it's power component. It means belongs to this file, not lighting. Okay, so I find it very weird. I don't know why. Okay, if not for you guys, how actually you're going to connect the light here? Let's say one switch control 6 lighting. How this in real world connecting the light? Hello?
Sorry.
Any idea?
The connection is it?
Yeah. Because all these should be parallel connection.
Yeah.
Because parallel connection means the lights are only to link to the live itself, which is the switch. So it's always a bit tedious how to keep connecting back. Serial is easy, but if the first one fail, the rest will, that's it. Okay. Yeah, or any between someone fail, whoever front can be lighted behind just simply gone. So all these lighting should be in parallel connection. Anyway, never mind. Detail we can come later. But important, my switches, where to get my switch, which is here, called lighting. Okay, so lighting switch is here. Select your lighting switch. You notice that they have a circuit breaker, you have dimmer, we have door, you have four-way, key operated, low voltage pilot light, single pole, three-way timer. I notice there's no sensor. Yeah. Sensor means you work only auto light up. Possible, right? Even the section. Yeah. I hate the PCA toilet. Always got sensor one. You stay there, especially you do your big business. What happened? The light goes off, right? Anyway, okay. So since I need four-way, four switches to control. So I select Singapore. Then I'm going to put it here. 1, escape. 2, escape. 3, escape. 4. All right, so one switch connect to the admin. This second one connect to this group, or this group 1, this is group 2, this is group 3. Okay, so your switch, you can actually give names. When you select it, this is the elevation height, this is the ID. Maybe I call admin. So A lah, right? A main switch, maybe A dash SW, for instance. Okay, unless you really want to put the word admin. Then this one you can call it switch 1 or group 1, right? G1, for instance. Then this one is your G2. Then this one can be your G3, or you might call it switch 3. Yeah, but that's called group lah. Okay, once all this defined, done, you can connect them up. Okay, how to get them connected? Are you done before I continue?
So it's admin switch 1, admin switch, then group 1, group 2, group 3.
I just randomly give group 1, group 3 lah. If you prefer, you can call this switch 1, switch 2, switch 3, switch 4 lor. Yeah, it's up to you, don't worry. Because in real world, you might not give them, just connect. But with name, easy to do tracking ma. Yeah. Okay.
Yes, sir.
All done?
Yes, sir.
Okay, if all done, now you notice that when you select the lighting, oops, how come I pick the switch? Oh, pin, sorry, remove my pin. You notice that if you can't select, please uncheck the pin. You can see here there's a switch and power. But you gotta be super careful because if you create wrong group, it can very chaotic. So careful on that. Ready?
Yes, sir.
If I select any one first, you go power because you are laying the live wire to all of them, the supply. So power. After that, immediately you need to go to edit circuit. Why? Because you need to connect the rest of them into this group. Okay. So at this circuit, you notice that they open up. So now I'll add whatever lighting I have to the existing circuit. So window or cross like that also can, doesn't matter. Or selected. Even your switches also need to be selected. You can pick one by one, doesn't matter. But this fella here, normally, there's two ways you can do it. You can pick on itself, select, or you can go to the select panel, or lastly is this one. If your panel are laid correctly, you can actually see here. So this is the best. Because sometimes if you can't see from here, that means this one you select also doesn't work. You puzzle, seriously, because you insert a wrong panel. So normally I prefer to be ensure I select the correct panel. I will come to the panel, then I choose what I want. If you select correctly, it will up. This connection type here depends is a feed through lux or breaker. So what is this connection? Is it a breaker? No, right? This is the American term. I'm not very sure. You guys understand this term? What is the connection type? Breaker or connect through lux? LUGS. Lux. Lux. I don't see this in other version. Yeah, this is something new here. Anyway, I'll leave it as breaker first. If all these are selected, you just click finish. To you, nothing happens, but once it's done, now my mouse pointed at any of my lighting fixtures, my switches, or the panel. Okay. Do not click, just pause. Then you press your keyboard, the tab key once. You see? Something appear. You are highlighting the circuit network. See?
Yes, sir.
So you are creating the network circuitry. So once it's highlighted, your mouse click once. Consider you select this circuit. Then you see below here, they have these two key. These two key is showing that how you draw your cable. Because you have a ceiling, all these wire, they are connected using what we call the conduit. Those flexi conduit, right? When they have ceiling, you don't lay the what I call it, those flex or fixed conduit. It should be flex. Then you prefer to select from the contextual ribbon to change, or you can select from here. So normally it should not be chamfer. Chamfer is more like laying on a wall, which is for open ceiling is good, like your first story. You don't see your cable lying around. You see conduit. Okay? But because it's an open ceiling, someone will spray paint your conduit become black lah, or all white lor. This is how, if you don't have ceiling, they got to do some painting lor. Okay? So for this case, since we have a ceiling, I'll use the arc wire and they'll look like this. Yeah, escape or clear empty space. So your plan for your lighting should be look like this. Okay. So if you look closer at your ceiling will look like this with some label lah, some tagging. If you are doing that like this, annotate or tag 1. But is that what you are supposed to see? No, right? Okay, wrong, huh? How to change this? Anyone? See, your mechanical is easy, right? You tag the number show. This one doesn't. So when I select this, what I want to see is this name. That means the size and the name. Now the size and the name, how you captured is based on here, edit type. So the name is called family and type. See now, but here, what is 1? 1 means not ballast number of poles, no. It's actually the circuit number 1. If we show 5, that means this is number 5 lighting fixture. But it says 1, means it's circuit number 1. Very simple. Select your this one. See, it's a circuit tag. I don't want circuit tag. No, I want the item tag. So if item tag, are you able to select from here? If no, then you are showing only the circuitry. So all this depends on what you are capturing. Because you might have circuit 1, circuit 2, circuit 3 in all different connections or rooms. All right. So if you want to change this to normal tagging, next week I'll show you, because now left 1-2 minutes. I don't want to waste time with that. So I'll just leave it first. Floor plan. For this to connect, for instance, I want one switch control these 3 lights. Now select these 3 lights together. Control key. Then you see only the switch button appear. Select the switch. Then you can select switch from here, you pick, or you can edit switch system, they open up. Then you choose from the ID. Remember, admin, G1, G2, G3. Hello?
Yes, sir. Can.
So it's up to you. All right. If you don't want to from here, just select switch law. Highlight this one. Make sure it's selected. Then you just pick switch law. Automatic now is admin. So you click finish. How to know that you this switch link to these 3? Very simple. Either you point, when I say point means you pause there, not select. Point at the lighting fixture or the switch. On your mouse, not your mouse, sorry, on your keyboard, your tab key, you tap 5 times. 5. Okay, let's say here is easy to see. Pause it. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. See the 3 line? This 3 line, we can't do anything, just to acknowledge, that's it, to show that it's connected. But you're not able to create the line out. Okay? I'll repeat. Now, if let's say these 6 of them, I connect to my group 2. I show another method. I pick on one first. Then I go to switch. Then I go to add switch system. Why? You gotta select your light first, connect to 2 group, correct? Group 2. Then you select from here G2 and you finish it. It's done. Pause it. You tap 5 times again. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. See the connection? Questions up to now?
No, sir.
Okay. Any other questions? If no, then today we'll stop here. Don't go off first. I need to capture your snapshot. Your attendance, sorry, not snapshot. Twelve, 17. Okay. No questions, then we end here.
Thank you, sir.
Hey, no problem. I'll upload the video shortly so you guys can
Thank you, sir.
practice and do on whatever other stuff in your room. Please do and make sense. Don't just anyhow insert, or the what they call it, those air terminals. So make sure you arrange sensible location. Okay?
Can, sir.
And sir,
Hey,
thank you.
no problem.